Adele knows nothing about today's scam. She's just been told to take a short walk along a pier.
Nice to meet
Paul,
you.
how are you?
Good.
So, why do you think you're here?
I haven't got a clue.
Well, it's a little history lesson. There's a con man called Count Victor Lustig. About 100 years ago, he sold the Eiffel Tower to 6 businessmen for scrap. He was actually copying a scam by a guy called George C. Parker. He was the first guy to sell the Brooklyn Bridge. So, any guesses why we're here?
We're going to try and sell that.
We're going to sell that. Not all of it, we'll just sell a little piece.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
How much do you think we can get for $2,000?
I don't know.
About this much.
Adele will play an essential role in one of the hustlers' biggest scams, in A Bridge Too Far. It's a beautiful sunny day on the waterfront, but it's going to turn more gloomy, especially for this guy who's about to become the mark. He enters a bar near the Forth Railway Bridge. Unfortunately, he chooses a seat that's within scamming range of a hustler.
Hello? I was just texting you. Are you nearly here? Excuse me? Do you know what this road's called?
Edinburgh Road, I think.
Edinburgh Road. I think it's Edinburgh Road. Are you nearly here? All right then, hun. Bye. Do you live round here?
Ayrshire.
Where?
Ayrshire.
Ayrshire.
Yeah, Ayrshire.
It's your accent, sorry. Come and sit here so I can speak to you. My friend's a little bit late, so I need someone to talk to anyway.
That's a bit more cosy. The ice is broken and Jess pumps the mark for some local knowledge.
Basically, I'm investing in some of the bridge, some of the Forth Bridge. So is it quite a popular bridge there?
It's iconic, yeah.
Is it? I'm buying I don't really know, I'm having a meeting later, buying part of it. Like investing in it. So I said, well, I want to obviously come up and see it.
It's time for Adele to make her entrance, to apply a double charm offensive.
Yeah.
It's a wee bit chilly along that front.
Hello. Did you find your sharpener?
I did, you're right.
Yes, good, thanks. How are you? I'm just finding out. It's my cousin Katie. So what are your names?
I'm Scott.
Scott. Scott,
nice
Matt,
to meet you.
Katie, Susie. I was telling him about the bridge, yeah, because we're both doing it actually. And yeah, it's just really exciting because I don't really know much about the bridge. Where was it? Where was that? Oh, what was that? What's it?
Oh, it was in that thing, like the little prospectus. The hotel had it. In that paper, yeah.
Adele's job is to bring up an article in the local paper that will explain the event the girls are here to attend.
What's your local paper?
Do you want something more?
Is it not like a Star, the Gazette?
Yeah.
Do you have a Star? Like, oh, thank you.
Is there one up there?
What road?
Being a true gent, the mark tries to track down today's paper. He's in luck. There's a copy on the bar.
Oh, here we go.
Thank you. Is there a supplement in there? This is the bridge thing that we're talking about. Yeah. Where is it?
Sure enough, in the supplement, there's an article all about the Forth Bridge and its exclusive owners club.
Bridge Trust, and that's what you're doing today,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that authentic-looking article isn't all that it seems.
Would you two like a drink?
Because whilst Jess was chatting up the mark,
It's really, really nice.
it was time for a bit of jazz. He planted the supplement in a copy of the paper, whilst all the attention was on his fellow hustlers. An article in a local paper is a powerful convincer, even if it's completely faked by the hustlers. Whilst Jess gets the drinks in, Adele explains more about the Forth Bridge Owners Club.
Susie's mum and dad were approached about it, but you have to be invited. So it's quite exclusive. And you get like a plaque and like...
Oh my God.
So Adele and Jess have been selected to become bridge owners. They're here for a boat trip to find out more. Before they've even finished their drinks, here comes the man from the Bridge Trust to pick up the girls. It's Alex.
Susie?
Hello? Yes.
Katie?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You all right,
Hello,
love?
you good?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Good. Have these, these your guests as well?
We're just having a drink, it's fine.
I thought they were your guests that you
What
brought up.
are you two doing this afternoon?
Not much, to be honest.
Fancy a champagne
Would
boat
you like
trip?
to come? My parents actually dropped out. If you want to come.
We're going to have a drink at the by the pier.
a little bite to eat, and then we pop on the boat.
I'm okay just as I am, to be honest.
That's how you're absolutely fine.
We just drink up.
Right, I think we're ready to go. Excellent.
A boat trip and a free champagne lunch with two beautiful girls. How could he possibly say no? Alex leads the Mark and the girls out of the hotel to a waiting car to chauffeur them for their afternoon of excitement. This guy can't believe his luck. They arrive at a restaurant to be met by Polly, who introduces them to Rob Marks, head of the Forth Bridge Trust.
Hi. How are you? I'm Rob. Nice to meet you. And you're Susie.
Yeah.
Katie.
Paul welcomes his unexpected guests.
I'm Scott, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Rob, how are you? Come on, have a seat.
But sadly, no one is going out to sea today.
Well, so I have to start with some bad news. The boat journey just can't happen today.
It's definitely not happening.
Yeah. I have to tell you, from my point of view, I have the worst sea legs of anybody you've ever met. The only thing worse is if I get in a helicopter.
Shame, but they can still enjoy a meal with the ladies. But first, Paul wants to tell them more about how the bridge ownership works.
I know you know a little bit about it, but just so that you fully understand what you're getting into. There's an ancient deed on this property, and you couldn't have one owner. And so one of the benefits of that is that we basically have ownership of the bridge split between multiple people. Obviously, there's a large ownership which maintains the bridge.
So the bridge is divided into lots of small sections, each one being owned by a different individual. And every one of them earns an annual income from railway tolls.
The dividends that you get paid are usually in excess of £3,000
Wow.
per year.
So you like made it back like within a year?
Within a year. But because you're joining us now, and because the dividend is paid regardless of how long you've been in the programme, you get it next month.
Oh my god. Right.
Now,
Even though Adele and Jess are only just buying in for £2,000 each, they'll still receive this year's dividend of £3,000.
you make £1,000, but you got to remember that this is for your life. Okay, you can't transfer it.
Yeah.
Okay, when you die, it gets passed on, we sell it to someone else.
But the club comes with very strict rules.
And how long have you known each other? You
We're
see,
cousins.
So you're related.
Yeah. Why? Is that a problem?
it's a little bit of a problem. You can't have two members of the same family, direct
We're
family.
cousins though, we're not. It's not
Well, it doesn't.
Immediate.
Technically, that would mean that only one of you can purchase.
Oh no.
I'm going to make a phone call.
Okay.
Could you explain everything for me, please?
I will do.
Paul leaves Alex to explain the problem.
The problem we have here is that there are very strict rules. It's only owned by individuals. So you being related is a major problem. So between you have to decide who would buy, because only one of you can buy.
Only one of the cousins will be able to invest today. The other is disqualified.
The other problem that we have is that we have a press call in about an hour. They're going to photograph the two new buyers. We cannot stand up in front of them and say, well, we've only
Can we
got
not just
one.
pretend?
No. We're talking about the national press here. We cannot just pretend.
The trust can't just sell the one section today. It has to be both available sections or the deal is off. It's a disaster.
I need for you to find or to come up with somebody to buy that second segment on the bridge.
With anyone.
Well, you know, I'm going to go out and just have a word right now. So listen, I'm going to let you think about it for a second. Give me 2 minutes and I'll come back. Gentlemen, apologies.
The girls will only be able to salvage the deal if they can find someone to buy the other section.
I don't know what to do.
You know anyone at all in Scotland?
No, absolutely no one. Oh my heart's like going da 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 da.
You cannot phone your dad and ask him. He's got friends.
He doesn't know anyone up here.
Really?
No, I
Maybe
know.
yourself?
No. You don't know anyone? What about you? Honestly, because if we can't get someone, this won't even happen for us.
I couldn't want to do it, to be honest.
He's not remotely interested. This scam is going nowhere. Paul and Alex return to ramp up the pressure.
Don't know anyone in Scotland. Apart from these two that we just met.
No offence to you, it's not feasible unless when you live in Edinburgh.
It's all or nothing as Paul gives the hard sell.
Because just From your point of view, if you were to take this up today, it pays off for the rest of your life. If you can get a hold of the money today and be there tonight, then we'll sign the whole thing over to you. That bridge will have your name on it next month.
Can I make a phone call?
Absolutely.
The Mark goes outside to phone a family member for advice. The chance to make £3,000 a year for life for just £2,000 is surely too good to pass up. The Mark has made his decision.
Right, I'm going to be totally honest here.
Good.
And say that I've pretty much walked into this today.
Yeah.
I don't know who you guys are.
And we don't know who you are.
I don't know these girls, so
Yeah.
I can't do it. I'm afraid.
Well, I understand that.
I'm sorry.
I understand.
I don't know any. I don't know anything.
This
about
is, I mean, listen, if it was possible for you to do it, it would have been a real drop in the ocean for us, to be honest with you.
So that's that. They say their goodbyes. The hustlers tell the Mark about the new investors meeting later, in case he changes his mind. But right now, it's Mark 1, Hustlers 0.